Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It's yours truly, Do Rock Creek. What's happening with all my people out there tonight? Welcome back to this round table, man. Wherever you are in the world, welcome back to the round table. It is absolute pleasure to have all of y'all back with me, man, at our familiar place, our second home. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm coining it as that. This is our second home. Well, really, technically, I've been done that. You know what I'm saying? Because from very day one, when we laid that first break down to build this Swang Low podcast show, man, you know what I'm saying? We labeled it that. We labeled this our safe place or get away from the getaway. You know what I'm saying? Where we come to gain understanding on a lot of the things that we don't understand, that we're trying to come to terms with. And if we can't figure things out on our own, then we have a special place, a second home called the round table where we all meet up, you know what I'm saying, at a certain particular time during the day, which is typically around nighttime. You know, I like doing the swing glow after darks too. You know what I'm saying? We used to have them cracking. You know what I mean? But we meet up, man, and we figure it out together. You know what I'm saying? That's what made this establishment so unique. You know what I mean? Because like I always tell y'all, I try to bring something of substance to this round table. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, we'll figure it out. Sometimes it'll carry on because as of late, I have been addressing a lot of things that has all of a sudden become a big thing on YouTube now. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Black and Mexican relationship go. And really, it's not even Black and Mexican. Really, it's gang against another gang. You know what I'm saying? This establishment against this establishment. You know what I mean? And the differences of opinions or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, that leads to, you know, these two different fractions having issues with each other. That has been ongoing for years. You know what I mean? And in some cases and others, you know what I'm saying, in different sections, in different locations, the relationships is different. You feel me? But I always try to make the point of allowing y'all to understand that the tension has always been there. Just because, it ain't been there out here or out there doesn't mean that that tension doesn't exist. When in all actuality, it does. And it always will be. And the reason why I say it always will be, you know what I'm saying? And stop looking at everything as an attack instead of looking at it as what it is showing you it to be. You feel me? So no, it's not an attack. This is a school session. You know what I'm saying? Where we're actually having a real school session of teaching. You know what I'm saying? To make those knowledgeable of certain situations that they may not be knowledgeable about, or just choosing to be ignorant as fuck. You feel me? I understand the kumbaya stuff. I understand the wanting peace. I get it. Who don't want that? Only a madman would not want to live where he don't have to constantly look over his shoulder or worry about if his mother or father or kids is going to get shot for the color of their skin. You feel me? I find it amazing that certain people will have you believe that everything is really on that level right now of kumbaya, peace. You know what I'm saying? When in all actuality, it is not. You have a particular group of people that is not making it a secret that they hate the color of your skin. But outside of that, anything else that's connected to you, they want that shit. They want it bad. And they do it and they emulate it as, as hard as they could to become the new you. Only you too fucking ignorant to see it. You're still living in the fantasy world of kumbaya. You feel me? The Martin Luther King method of taking one to this cheek, turning the other cheek, and giving it to them purposely so they can hit you on the other side too. That don't work. You telling people to compromise their safety because you had a couple of friends, because y'all not might not your particular section might not be at odds with these people that hate the color of your skin. See, when people go as far as writing nigger killer, black killer, you know what I'm saying? They're not talking about one specific section. They're talking about one specific race. I can't believe some of you dudes on YouTube will be as careless as to undermine what they are showing everybody. You niggas is supposed to have a lot more intelligence than that. And I think, I'm insulting myself because I've always given some of you dudes way too much credit for being knowledgeable when really you gang goofy as fuck. There's no way in hell that I would ever tell my people to drop your guard. It's just happening out here. They really live like us. They went through everything that we went through. The struggle. What? Nigga, I can't believe that some of these dudes is, but then again, the kumbaya effect will weaken a man's soul when you want it more than them. And them people over there is showing you everything that they don't want none of that. They don't give a fuck about none of that. Matter of fact, your dumb ass can keep dropping your guard and believing that we're gonna continue to wipe y'all out, old and young. Old and young. We don't give a fuck the age, none of that. We just want your existence gone. Because when you still here, you're still a threat to what we're trying to be and accomplish. We can't accomplish none of that with you in our fucking way. So yeah, we're gonna wipe out the young and the old. Have no problem with doing it. And you have these particular dudes, blacks, that is so caught up in the kumbaya that you would tell your people to drop their guard because these people are just like us and they've been through the same struggles. You're crazy as fuck. See, a lot of this shit get sparked up from social media because everybody turned to social media for everything. So yeah, I agree. A lot of this shit do get sparked up from social media. You know what I'm saying? And dudes need to start having more integrity on what they choose to put out there and cover. You know what I mean? And stand on the shit that they do cover. Because when you stick your big toe in the water to test the temperature, you got people that's looking at that too, like, oh, this motherfucker just want to stick his toe in the water, but he don't really want to get wet. He just checking the temperature, and if it's too high, then he finna back out and give a lame ass a reason, excuse why he backing out. Do you not know how that make you look? But then again, I guess when you reach a certain status of YouTube as a content creator, right? Uh, uh, you become your own celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Niggas forget the rules to the game. The rules to the game, my nigga, is if you are being attacked and you see this is constant from all angles, though, whether it's the police, whether it's your so-called ops from wherever, or whether it's another race, you have to take in this shit for what it is in that moment. Because if in that moment they are saying, fuck you, this is what we about, I'm standing on it. They're showing you this. It's on the internet, man. They're showing you this in California. They want their race to be more superior than all. In order for that to happen, certain people got to get knocked off because they are the threat and always will be the threat until eliminated. But see, this is the hardcore fact that y'all don't want to hear. A lot of motherfuckers ain't ready for. They call you a warmonger if you express sentiments like that of what's actually going on in your face. But how the fuck can I be a warmonger or be looked at as a person that isn't responding rightfully to what is being thrown at you? How ignorant and immature minded could you be to not see it as such? But you will have certain dudes jump in front of their camera and articulate such a picture that it really isn't what it is. And the people that's highlighting out these things are wrong. But wait a minute, you was inspired by the person that gave you the idea to go create certain content. Only you just take it and twist it. So I don't know no other way but originality. I was brought up by originals, taught by originals, fought some originals until I became an original, already being real and authentic from birth, but really becoming an OG. See, that's not a title that you give to yourself. That's a title that's earned the correct way, especially if you come up in this game, no matter if you crip or blood. Non-affiliates, I can't call you an OG. You're an elder, if anything, that I might give a certain amount of respect to because of your elderness. But the OGs is the veterans that been through it, that actually had a head on their shoulders now, had a true awakening, and want to give back correctly, not misguide, mislead, misinform. Because a lot of dudes didn't have the proper education. They didn't even have the inspiration to better themselves mentally, education wise. Yeah, I know. That's sad. You have 40, 45, 50, 55-year-old men that can't even read or write. I remember I had a cellmate. I'm not going to say his name because he is from his section, uh, extremely um, known, respected. I believe he started, the Crip sector where he's from, right? So bam, me and him become cellies, and I find out that he can't read or write. He get a letter one day, and I remember him getting the letter, and he's sitting there looking, and he's not opening it. He's just looking at the front of it, right? And he's talking, he's rambling on about something while he's looking at the letter. So I'm just sitting there, and then finally he tell me, he like, man, I don't even know who this letter from. I'm like, what you mean you don't know who it's from? I don't know why I didn't cut my notifications off, y'all. My bad. But I'm like, what you mean you don't know who the letter from? He like, man, I can't read. I was like, what? He like, yeah, man. He like, I can't read. He like, can you read it for me? He like, usually, when I'm in the cell with somebody, I have them read the letters to me and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I know that ain't your job or your business to do. You know what I'm saying? He's like, but as a homie, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm asking you, could you do that for me? I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah. It's all good. I didn't make him feel bad or none of that because he didn't know how to read. You know what I'm saying? That it's not my place to judge anybody. You know what I'm saying? That that's of that age. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, though, I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, what was you doing throughout your whole life? This what I'm thinking in my head. You know what I'm saying? I always found that amazing that when you have people of a certain age, you know what I'm saying, that don't know some stuff. It's just a trip. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I ended up reading a letter for him. It was a letter from one of his baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Letting him know about one of his daughters. You know what I mean? But that's what I always say, man. You know what I mean? We have to do better because these are the type of people that started a lot of our hoods that don't know how to read. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you got thousands of people that done fell up under this person. You know what I'm saying? That became part of the gang that he started. A person that don't know how to read or write start a gang that ended up going from that point on traditionally, you know, for years. You feel me? So that's what I always say. At some point in our life, we got to wake up and be like, wait a minute, man, I can't read. I got to learn how to read. I got to put some effort in to doing this. Especially you got kids too. How can you tell them to go to school every day? Get up and go to school. How can you tell them that? What if they grow up knowing or come up knowing, damn, my father can't even read? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But again, these are some of the people that started some of our hoods. Barely had an education. So that's why it's important for me because I wasn't always on the tip that I'm on now. You feel me? I was one of them that, you know, I probably um education wise, man, I really wasn't into school like that. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? As a young dude, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be really at home with my moms. You know what I'm saying? Or in the streets trying to get it to help her. You know what I mean? So while I was at school, I could never concentrate on work or none of that shit. I couldn't concentrate on none of that because my mind wasn't there as a kid. Imagine that. That I do remember about my childhood. You feel me? Always feeling like I had to be out and doing it, helping my moms. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out a way to hustle and make a dollar. That was my mentality as a kid. My moms can attest to that. You feel me? 13 years old, I was in the streets. She'll tell you she wasn't proud of that. Who would be proud of that? But at the same token, my destiny and my fate was my destiny and my fate. I did what I was supposed to do to help my moms when she needed me. You feel me? So when I say the man that you see today is a testament of how she brought me up and raised me, hell yeah, I'm proud of that. You feel me? And then growing to want better, to learn to actually like, I don't want to be looked at as being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how people is looked at that's, that may not be educated. You're not taken serious, especially if you can't sit and articulate yourself the way that you're supposed to in a conversation. You know what I mean? And it go back and forth, and you be able to actually comprehend what's being said to you and how it's being said without misinterpretation of anything. Being able to sit at a round table like this and kick around different subjects about whatever and actually coming to some sort of understanding from being able to have that conversation, go around that round table and everybody relate. Everybody is able to get their point across clear and concisely. You feel me? I know people, I hear a lot of dudes, I see different podcasts, and I listen to dudes talk. I'm a real, real good listener and observer, right? And I be listening to dudes talk, and I know dudes want better for themselves, which is why they would try to make themselves seem smarter than what they are by trying to utilize certain words that really don't fit what they're trying to, the message that they're trying to get across. It's very important, man, that we take time to, instead of making ourselves look better by trying to utilize certain words if we're not even pronouncing right or utilizing in the correct form of what you're talking about. Nobody is going to take you serious that actually know words, that actually pay attention. Suffer fools. You feel me? And again, not taking no shots at nobody. I'm just saying education is a motherfucker. So people cannot knock me. You cannot knock me. The appropriate teaching in its entirety and not skipping through chapters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sticking my big toe in the water and, oh, no, 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 I don't want no parts of that. It's not up to par. Nah, nah, we not getting down like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't be looked at as a negative person because I'm not telling people to go out and pick up a gun and kill people. You feel me? I'm not telling people to go do no harm to no police, government official, no kids, none of that shit. Women, none of that. I don't want them to take no route of having to jeopardize they safety, their freedom, relationships with their mothers, if they got kids, relationships with them, because that's all you doing. That's all you doing. And if that's what you choose to do, if that's what your journey is, then so be it. But you cannot say that you didn't have this here to fall back on, listen to. This is the reason. If it don't fit you, it don't fit you. You know what I'm saying? And again, you know, people will say, "Oh, well, we listen to you." and you know, you'll say this in this video, and then in this video, listen, first and foremost, what I cover is what I cover. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna respond to any aggression that I see that's unfounded because I have seen, no, I have yet to see a situation where blacks was just smashing Mexicans for nothing. See, they are the type of people that will sit back, they nitpick at shit. They nitpick at shit and they've been doing it. I've been saying this shit forever. Blacks not even thinking about y'all. How the fuck did the Kendrick Lamar pop out concert turn into a thing online with these Mexicans? How? They get mad because they say there was no Chicanos invited to the Kendrick Lamar pop out concert. And this was on Juneteenth. So y'all taking away the N word from us. Y'all taking away hip hop from us. You know what I'm saying? And now you trying to take away Juneteenth? They're nitpicking. They don't like you niggas. What part of that don't you see? Hey, listen, let me shake you up a little bit. Let me shake this camera up a little bit. Huh? Okay. Wake your motherfucking dumb ass up out that kumbaya dream that you've been living in. You feel me? And realize what's going on, what's being presented to you. They don't like you. And if you happen to be in a section where the tension isn't what it is in other spots, hey, more power to y'all. But we can't focus on them areas because we're not living in that that form of peace. What we're living at is cracking. They're not gonna stop to ask if you're a Crip, if you're blood, none of that. When they say nigger killer, black killer, they mean that. Your mama, your daddy, your kids, they black, right? Well, guess what? If they run across the wrong one of them, they dead. You dumbass niggas jump online and tell people to drop their gourd and they getting down like that. I heard the dumbass podcast to say, oh no, that don't happen. But if it do happen, that's because they did it over here first and they're just responding to it. You stupid. Hey, listen, man. Like I said, I have yet to see blacks go out and just for no reason shoot up old people, old Mexicans. You feel me? But if it get done to the blacks, you have certain blacks that will respond accordingly. And then you have others that'll tell you to drop your guard because it's not happening over here. Journey outside your little area for a minute and get a bar of what's going on in the rest of the county. Real life is happening in the rest of the county. All right? It really is. And to you dudes that want to incorporate penitentiary law into the streets, I've addressed this before a couple of times, and I will say it again. You know, penitentiary law starts with respect. I don't see that in certain sections on the streets when it comes to black and Mexicans. Zero respect. So what the fuck do you think is gonna happen if there's no respect established on either side? Dumb shit like schools getting shot up, where's kids at? Old ladies getting shot up for no reason. Shit like that. You have an eager people that has nothing but time on their hands to sit back and nitpick on some shit, create situations, tensions, and beef with niggas. And for what? Why you niggas can't just sit over there and just emulate the way that you emulate us without having to start a war? Because every single thing that you motherfuckers do now is all black imitated and immolated. Everything. They saying nigga now, nigga this, my nigga. Gangster rap, the baggy clothes, grills and shit. Like women with big booties now. Come on, man. But at the same time, they nigga killers, black killers. And this is who you dudes is telling motherfuckers to drop their guard for when they showing you this. Man, listen, to the people out there in the world, in the community, you know what I'm saying? We all want peace. We all aspire for peace. Because with peaceful resolutions comes longevity of life. But without respect and understanding, death off the top. Don't nobody want to see death but a fool. You have many fools that are actually warmongers themselves. But the worst ones is the ones that has the same skin tone as me and you, that would tell you to drop your guard. This ain't really what it is right here. That's a mirage. This ain't really what's meant. But then you got these dudes that's over here that's actually like, oh, we didn't make ourselves clear the first time, right? Okay. We didn't win and shot this little school. Uh, we didn't make ourselves clear with that. Catch these old black ladies. Did we make ourselves clear now? No, still no. You still got a dumb nigga telling all the blacks to put their guard down that it isn't what it is. Okay, well, the next we're gonna up the ante. See, if you pay attention to what these dudes like Dubs, who these dudes idolize for whatever reason, right? If you pay attention to people like that, they tell you their ideology. Their ideology does not change. How fucking stupid can y'all be to think anything different? Stop listening to these idiots, man. Because their ideology do not change. They preach hate, they teach hate to the well, any of them that come to prison. Take that ideology out to the streets with them and teach and preach the same thing. Only as time change, so does their clothes, the way they talk, you know what I'm saying, the way they act, you know. The shell change, the ideology don't. You got these young kids jumping online, young, 13, 14, 15, 16, jumping in these videos strapped down. You know what I'm saying? Talking about they are really nigger killers. They are taught and bred this from birth. That's why the dude does jump on there. Yeah, when my people go to prison, you know, they're taught they break the knife, they make the knife off the desk and cut up the lockers and, you know, get them something real good and strong and willing to die with that knife in their hand. Do you not understand the ideology that he's pointing out for y'all? To you, content creators that look at smaller little YouTube channels like mine, and you might have a bigger one, when you take and dissect this video to go create your content, why don't you point that out? That the ideology that these people are putting out there, and it took a dropout PC rap to put y'all up on game, and y'all not seeing it. It's flying over your head. But I want you content creators, man, to put out the truth about what he's explaining to people, because he's giving it to you raw and uncut, but y'all not seeing it for what it is for whatever reason. It's the kumbaya effect. You niggas need to get out of that. Because just because ain't nothing happening right now where you're at, let's just say one of your family members go out of town and visit somebody with the expectations that that area is just like y'all's, and it ain't. They get out there and end up in the wrong spot at the wrong time around the people that hate you the most because of your skin tone. It's going to take a situation like that for one of your people to get touched in order for you to understand that the kumbaya effect is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I've spoken about being in the LA County jail when they called themselves putting a green light on the Crips. I've spoken about this. You feel me? And green lights happen for a reason. See, those type of things isn't started by blacks. Green lights and shit. No, started by them. And once that is put into effect, guess what? They got to stand on that until the order is up by them. All right? That's what happens in prison when a green light is put into effect. A lot of y'all ain't been subject to nothing like that, right? I get it, I understand. But when that happens, expect hell to follow. Point blank, period. Nobody is safe. So instead of putting your guards down, I'm telling everybody to be extra more aware than you ever have been in your community. Do not listen to some of these people that's just out to make a check. They're making videos and they just out to try to feed themselves and their family. I can get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not inspired by jumping online, knocking the next man. But what I am inspired by is the correct information getting out to people that's listening to these dudes and receiving the wrong information. Downplaying certain situations when shit is right there in your face. Shit is right there in your face. So I'm not telling nobody go pick up no gun and serve these fools. Nope. I'm not sending nobody on no fucking mission. But what I am telling everybody to do is to be aware of what's going on. Don't put your guard down. Be aware of what's going on and be vigilant about that. You have to protect you at all costs. At all costs. And as for a so-called green light, who sits around waiting to get attacked? That's a scare tactic. Oh, once that's in effect, then so what? I'm not gonna sit around and they don't know nothing to happen to me. Because that's a warning to let you know that it's coming. So why would you sit like a duck? Make that make sense to me, people. Nobody conscious mind will know that. wait to be harmed? Who does that? Who does that? You feel me? But I always keep my ear to the streets on what's going on because it's important that people understand the real, bro, and not be misled, led into a trap. And then after you get in that trap, it's like, oh shit, I didn't think this outcome would happen just from this. And that's something else you dudes got to stop doing, man. Blaming social media, the people that create content, everything falls on that. Everything falls on that, right? And in some cases, this shit, the social media do play a part in, you know, a lot of this drama and back and forth type shit. In some cases, it do, but that isn't the sole cause of everything. Because on social media, you can't pick up a gun. I can't shoot you through the screen, and you can't shoot me. You feel me? It's the power of the mouth, but really, it's the messenger that has to be in question and taking in whatever content that he's presenting to y'all for what it is, not for what you want it to be, not for what you try to add to it, none of that, but actually for what the message is. Either it's going to be authentic or it's going to be completely fabricated and fraudulent. You have to be smart enough and savvy enough to be able to peep, and decide, hey, this is what I want to take in as real, or he's completely bullshit. It's up to you, man. But I be out there in the world and in these societies to start being more aware of why these certain dudes is jumping out there trying to push a certain agenda. You know what I'm saying? On trying to direct you to drop your guard when the display on the table is what it is. What's being displayed on the table, it is what it is. Point blank, period. No matter how much a nigga try to talk it down or water it down, you know what I'm saying? It no, 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 no. Look at some of these areas where it's known tension between blacks and Mexicans. Look throughout the LA County and see if it's easing down. If niggas is dropping their guards in these different areas, in these different situations. It's gonna tell you everything that you need to know because they playbook is the same. The ideology that they come with and teach and force up on their people is the same. And that will never change. Not for no nigga. No matter how much ass kissing you try to do to them or none of that. I can't believe niggas is jumping online already, actually trying to play down the seriousness of what's being displayed to the people, our people, the hatred that's being shown to us. And a lot of these dudes is actually getting inspired by a lot of these PC. That's why I'm telling y'all, and that's why I've been telling y'all. And the nigga gonna actually say that he don't care about niggas being PC or not. When there's a lot of them that's expressing themselves that actually have the ear of however, yeah, hey, however they people get out and embrace and accept them, that's on them. I can't persuade, you know, warmongers and their followers to change course. I can't. The only thing that I can do is wake up my people to that by giving true testimony. Nothing false, no misdirection, and definitely not leading none of my people into a wreck. I can't sit and talk, you know what I'm saying, with my chest out about my younger homies following behind me, coming to prison and cutting up their desks and their lockers and making a knife and being willing to die with it in their hand. I can't sit and talk in such glee like that about leading my people into prison. If that's what y'all want to do, hey, y'all can have the prison shit. You showing by how you talk about it and describe it that y'all love this shit. Y'all live and die for it. Y'all can have it. You can have it. But what I am gonna inspire my people to do is to be aware of y'all, to be aware of that type of mentality and never drop their gore, because that's what y'all look for. Y'all look for the wounded in the pack. Y'all don't look for the strong. Y'all look for the wounded. You feel me? And that's what y'all got to stay woke to. That's why I brought this here to the round table. Do not be a fool. Elders, let's get on a better page, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's start correcting ourselves and start with ourselves first. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not putting all the blame on y'all. Nah. You know what I'm saying? I am now the elder. You know what I'm saying? You young niggas got to get y'all shit together too, nigga. Y'all got to start putting yourself in a position to want to learn shit and not just no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I see niggas jumping online talking about all the fucking people they beat up, all these wonderful war stories and all this and that. That's beautiful, fine and dandy, right? But it's a whole lot more to it. It's a whole bunch of pain. It's a whole bunch of loss. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more to it than a bullshit fight, a bullshit riot, a bullshit stabbing. You know what I'm saying? The people you knocked out is way more bigger than that. You feel me? You niggas like to skip through the pages and chapters. I'm not gonna do that. But the wins come the losses. You know, every fucking day has a night to it. Rain, storms, sun, you know what I'm saying? Wind. That's how life is. Shit changes from day to day. You don't always win. You don't always lose. You feel me? So y'all got to be more particular in what y'all taking in. You know what I'm saying? As real serious content that's actually trying to teach y'all something. You got niggas that specialize in one thing and one thing only, and that's talking about gang banging shit. Outside of that, they can't even tell you how to raise their own kids. They can't even tell you what it take to raise a kid. Niggas, some of these niggas ain't worked a job in their life. Jumping on YouTube, that's the only job niggas got. Outside of that, they can't tell you how to go fill out this application. You know what I'm saying? And how to go in there and talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? There's no way they can do that. Niggas is one tracked. I damn sure ain't finna listen to no nigga that's one tracked. You know what I'm saying? Cuz this, dead homies that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't even change their vocabulary up. Looking and talking like motherfucking fools and shit. Especially if you an elder. If you an elder and you still putting shit on the dead homies, you a fool, nigga. I don't never put nothing on my dead homies, nigga. Never. That's a disgrace. Straight up, as an elder. I'm talking about older nigga that's in my age bracket. It's time to change that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And start teaching and stop leading these niggas down one direction. Teach them that it's cool to be an executive now, to actually be smart, to pick up a book, nigga. Teach these kids something, nigga. Go out and help these kids, nigga. Teach football, go coach football, nigga. Do something in the community to give back. Niggas think about themselves, one track minded. You know what I'm saying? We working against that here at this round table. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I never will be. I don't aspire to be that. But to those that choose to come over here and be with this structure and with this movement, we've been consistent. We're staying consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's our duty and responsibility, man, to be here for each other and be able to fall back on each other when it's things that we don't understand that we need to figure out. And we're figuring that shit out together. That's why it was so important for us to have a real representative from our community, a real voice that's not one track minded. You know what I'm saying? That can actually go and sit with anybody and have a real serious discussion on different topics. You know what I'm saying? Walk away from that table with just as much respect as I entered it. Both ways, giving it and receiving it. And I don't always have to sit at the table with my homies. I can sit at the table with a conglomerate of people from everywhere. That's how it's supposed to be. Have a strong representation, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that carries integrity in what they do and how they push, that actually care, not just for themselves, for their community. All my community, man, is top priority on uh, uh, giving back and fixing. I've been saying that. It's not about me. This shit way bigger than that. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But look, hey, I didn't even get to say this in the beginning, but thanks to all my new subscribers. Thank to everybody, man, that chose to come over here to this round table and hang out with us at the Swang Low Podcast Show. I appreciate y'all for joining us, man. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world. Y'all chose over here. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to your second home, man. We love and appreciate it. To all the new viewers, if you ain't already did it, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It's all free. You know what I'm saying? I would love and appreciate that. Make sure y'all push that bell button so when we go live or we do a reaction video, y'all will be the first one at this round table. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep that thing cracking like always, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, man. I've held y'all up long enough. Again, thank you all for joining me at this round table, man. I always love when y'all show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? I always love when y'all show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? For the you know whatever it is that we here to cover. You know what I'm saying? Um, if y'all out and about, please be safe, be vigilant, be aware of everything that's going on, man. It is not all peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? Do not be fooled by what some of these dudes would jump online and have you believe because they are preaching the wrong thing at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Again, everybody want peace. You know what I'm saying? Those of us that has been through the many wars, we all want peace. You know what I'm saying? The ones that don't, which I believe is just fractions of people, you know what I'm saying? They'll find their peace one way or another. You know what I'm saying? The warmongers, they hear and then they go. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody trying to replace them though, but eventually it dies down. You know what I'm saying? But right now, ain't nothing died down. You know, so I cannot sit here and tell my people to you know put their guard down. Hell no. This is when you put them up and keep them up. You know what I'm saying? And again, be aware, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Love and appreciate y'all, man, for tapping in to the Swang Low Podcast Show, man. Till next time we meet at this round table, love y'all, man. Triple gang.